girls, this is a special edition with Liam and my limits project for calculus. The goal of this project was to determine how polygons approach pi using the limits process that we have been learning. So first I have a bunch of just geometry things about polygons, starting with the side number, and that will go all the way down to 1,000 as you scroll down. And then I kept the side length constant for all of them. And first I had to find the sum of the angles, which is just basic formula from geometry, and perimeter, which is just like 3 plus 3 plus 3, or 4 plus 4 plus 4, and do that for all of them. And then I found each angle of the polygon, which is useful in determining the radius. But when I went to go find the radius using the formula, I learned that Google Sheets needs it in radians. So I added this F column here, which converts all the interior angles into radians. And then this was the hardest part, finding the radius of each polygon. It took me a while to derive this formula. But I basically used trig proportions, and was able to figure it out eventually. Which brings me to the perimeter divided by 2r, which will show how polygons approach pi. So you just take this, and I can scroll it down here. It starts at 2.6, which really isn't close to pi, but it will quickly grow close to pi. I extended my sheet all the way down to 1,000 polygons, which we will see in a second. Scrolling. Alright, so this takes a second to load. This is a little bit more than 1,000 polygons. I have it keep going, but that'll just take more time. You can get the gist of how this is down to 1,057. So here it approaches pi. So obviously it started at 2.6, which really isn't close to pi. Quickly 2.8, 2.9, 3. It's getting closer and closer to pi. And then by the time you get down to 1,000, 3.14158. So the next term will be 3.14159, and it just gets closer and closer and closer. This is because a circle is like an infinityagon, and as each interior angle gets closer to 180 degrees, it gets closer to pi in terms of radians, and that is how it approaches pi. A polygon will never reach pi, but it'll get very close.